Hey everyone, welcome to Killing Time. My name's Dylan.
And I'm Kimberly.
And today we're at the Memphis Zoo doing Love Wild, which is a 5-star dinner with an animal encounter. Come explore with us today and see what we get into. So this brings us to the silent auction of Love Wild. The silent auction is usually centered around the animal that the promotion for Love Wild's going on. This year was the red panda, so we have a still photo of one of the red pandas in the zoo. The silent auction was held upstairs this year, and they had a QR code you could scan and bid silently without anybody knowing.
Here are just a few of the items you could silent auction on this year. They had a kids retail package with red panda items, a women's retail package that included several teal colored items, including a sweatshirt blanket, a recycled penguin, a turvis, a mug, a baseball cap, and a gray Memphis Zoo sweatshirt. They also had a men's retail package, which included a gray sweatshirt blanket, navy blue turvis, recycled penguin, Memphis Zoo mug, Memphis Zoo hat, Memphis Zoo teal sweatshirt. And this year they had tickets for Roar and Pour. They had animal encounter packages you could auction on. They also had a red wine package that you could auction, and they had a picture of Lucy the panda.
So after you get seated and settled in, your server will come around with a basket of bread. It has 3 different types of bread in it, and 3 balls of butter for each bread. The first bread, the white bread, it has a crispy exterior and a soft interior. The wheat bread, same way. It's a little bit tougher, but overall a really good taste. It's what you would expect from wheat bread. Now, so this brings us to the poppy seed bread. Now, this bread was our favorite. It did bring a different flavor to the bread.
At Love Wild, there's also a bar where you're able to purchase adult beverages of your choice, bottles of wine, and champagne. So I chose a glass of Riesling. My Riesling was very good. It was a little bit more on the dry side, not as sweet, but altogether a very good Riesling.
And on my drink, I got a Woodford and Diet Pepsi. It's very spirit forward, but overall an excellent drink. For our first course, we have a creamy deviled egg with crispy bacon. It was dyed pink for Valentine's Day.
For our second course, we had a classic Caesar with crisp lettuce, shaved Parmesan, rosemary croutons, and a homemade Caesar dressing. My third course, I chose the roast airline chicken breast with grilled shallots and roasted tomato and mushroom cream sauce, served with fingerling potatoes. The chicken was wonderful. It was moist, very tender. You could cut it with a fork. The grilled shallots, they were up under the chicken. They were added a very good flavor to everything. The tomato and mushroom cream sauce was amazing. Put that with those fingerling potatoes that were crisp on the outside, soft on the inside, and it made for a fantastic meal.
And for my course, I had the cocoa and chili rub New York strip with herb polenta and grilled asparagus. I will say for mine, the polenta was the best part of it. The steak was cooked at about a medium rare. It it was good. The asparagus was cooked very well. It was very tender. You could cut it with your fork. Everything complemented each other very well. I have really no complaints overall with this meal. It's definitely something I would get again. The steak was very tender. I didn't have to use a knife. We had butter knives we could use, and you could easily cut the steak with that butter knife. Overall, I was very satisfied with my meal. We did enjoy Kim's chicken better out of the two.
For the fourth course, I chose the meringue with fresh berries and mint. The meringue was very good. It was like a marshmallow fluff type texture, very refreshing. The berries were very fresh. This was a very palate cleansing type dessert after a very hearty, full meal.
And for my dessert, I got a chocolate lava cake with fresh raspberries and cream. The cream's homemade. The exterior of the lava cake, it was crispy. It was very dense. It wasn't a very rich chocolate. The raspberries complemented the chocolate very well. Even the mint mixed in with the chocolate. It was overall a very refreshing dessert, but a very full, like filling dessert. After a meal like we just had, it was very filling. The inside of the lava, it flowed pretty good. I mean, there was a decent amount once you cracked it open. Overall, we really enjoyed this.
Now this brings us to the animal encounter section of Love Wild. This year we got to meet a sloth.
Sorry.
Two-toed sloth. There are two different species of sloth, two main species. There's the two-toed and the three-toed. So she is a two-toed because when you look at her two front feet, she's got two toes. Have you guys ever seen a sloth on social media or movies? That's going to be a three-toed sloth. Three-toed sloths have the masks. These guys have just kind of a nice big, full, open face. These guys are herbivores, so they do love to eat plants. And this is Lua, the two-toed sloth. Lua was born right here at the Memphis Zoo 8 years ago, so she is a Memphis resident. Her parents do live here as well. Her parents' names are Sparky and Marilyn. If you've ever been to the Animals of the Night building, they're the two sloths that live together. She lives by herself. Now in the wild, these guys are going to live by themselves though, so they don't need anybody else. In fact, they kind of prefer to be lone wolves, if you will.
Kids today.
Yeah, so Lua the two-toed so yeah, when they're unhappy, they'll hiss and they'll grunt. But other than that, they're very, very quiet animals. It is true what they say about sloths is they don't move very quickly. So in the wild, this is what they're going to do is hang out. And the reason for that is because they don't have much to protect themselves with. When she opens her mouth, you will see that she has larger incisors. Those aren't really to protect themselves though. Those are to show other sloths, hey, this is my tree. So they'll open their mouth and they'll hiss a little bit. And then that other sloth says, okay, I'll take a week, but I'll move out. Takes them a while. But they can move pretty quick when they want to. But Lua is very happy. She's in her element. She loves coming out and seeing people. And as I mentioned, she's a nocturnal animal, so she's awake and ready to party. Sloths do sleep 18 hours a day.
Alright, guys, that concludes our adventure at the Memphis Zoo, Love Wild. It was $175 per ticket, which one ticket includes 2 people for admission. For the price, it's not bad for everything you're getting. You are getting a 4 to 5 course meal, and it is a chef level meal. overall, we really enjoyed it. This is the second year in a row that we have done this event. We look forward to it every single year, but you have to hop on early when buying your tickets. The event does sell out rather quickly. My favorite course of the night was the first course. It was the deviled egg. It was very different, and I thought about it well after we left. So, my favorite part about this year was the layout of the event. It was much different than the past times that we have been there. All the tables were down below, and all the interactive stuff was upstairs, and it just made for a much more, the flow was better. You felt like you were getting an experience instead of just being at a regular restaurant. What was your favorite part of the night?
My favorite course of the night would have been the fourth course, which was the dessert. The meringue was my favorite. It was just something very different that I'd never had before, anything like it. But I will say that there was a side note that I liked of the meal, and that was the polenta. The polenta was amazing. But my favorite part of the experience was getting to meet Zoo Dude, the CEO and president of Memphis Zoo. He was so nice. I went over and just asked him if he was Zoo Dude, and he was so excited to talk to us and take a picture with me, and it just made my night. So, where would you like to see us go on our next adventure? Let us know in the comments below.
Thanks for killing time with us, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X.
And don't forget to go out and go on your own adventures.
And join our Facebook group. Until next time, don't forget to explore.